All right, team, today we are talking about goal setting and goals. Goals are something I use all the time as an athlete and a fitness professional, but for a very brief portion of my life, I was neither an athlete, like a formal athlete, or a fitness professional. And I remember thinking to myself how just directionless my days felt without goals to work towards every day. All that to say, it's important to have goals as an athlete and a fitness professional, but I also realized how important it is to have goals just in everyday life. Lifestyle goals, mindset goals, nutrition goals, whatever you want your goal to be, a family goal. Goals are applicable to all parts of life. There's a framework that I've used a lot and we use a lot in the fitness and sports world that can be applied to anywhere in your life. And I think it makes it super easy to set attainable goals, and it makes it simple, I guess. Like, you don't have to think about goals as these really big things. It breaks it down into steps that allows you to make a goal for whatever you want to achieve. So this framework is called the SMART goals. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound. Sometimes the T also stands for together. Actually, I've only seen that once, but I love it, so I'm going to add it in. Specific means the goal has to be specific to you. None of these generic goals of like, I need to get 8 hours of sleep. You can hear that from any health professional, any podcast, any pop-up targeted ad on your YouTube or Instagram or whatever you're on, Facebook. The goal needs specific to you. So how, where, what, with who? It could be, I want to go to bed at a specific time and wake up at a specific time so I get 8 hours of sleep. It needs to be measurable. So goals that are, I need to get 8 hours of sleep is pretty measurable. Did you get 8 hours of sleep? But making it more specific, what time you want to go to bed, what time you want to wake up, that is more measurable. It needs to be attainable. So goals that are too lofty or too far away are really overwhelming and often they're not motivating to achieve. Goals that are super easy, like, I don't know, I want to eat 3 meals today. That's maybe not easy for everyone, but I always eat 3 meals a day. My internal clock has me on a eating schedule of at least 3 meals a day, so I'm not going to really feel fulfilled with achieving that goal. The goal needs to be attainable but challenging. Eating 3 home-cooked meals today, that might be harder. Maybe I have a habit of going out for lunch and I need to pack my lunch. The goal needs to be relevant to me. So using the packing your lunch, those home-cooked meals, could be relevant because I value fresh food. I value sharing food with those I love, which is easier to do when it's home cooked than if you just go through a drive-through. Making sure it's relevant to the things you value, what motivates you, what you want to see in your life. And then lastly, time-bound means you need to have an end date or some amount of time that you want to accomplish this in. So the last goal, or the last example I'll give is the goal I actually put in the sheet. I want to do a 21-second handstand by the end of 2021. It is specific to me. It's something I want to do. It's measurable. I can measure how many seconds I am holding this handstand. It's attainable. It is challenging, but I believe I can do it. By the end of 2020, I was holding 15-second handstands, so I think I can do it, but it will be challenging. And it is time-bound. Or it is relevant to me, honestly, just because I love finding new ways to move my body. That's something that brings me joy. And it is time-bound by the end of 2021. So that example is in the sheet. But as I've gone over a bunch of examples today, you realize your goal does not have to be specific to exercise or fitness or sports. It can be anything in your life. So now that you've learned one really good structure of how to make goals, please share your goals with us. We're here to help you. We want to see you succeed. The last little tip I'll give you is that second T of together. It's so important to share your goals with your support network around you, whether that's your family, your friends, your teacher, or your coach, people that are going to support you towards these goals are key to motivating you to achieve the goals. So what's your goal? Please tell